Hi guys, I'm here with David Charlesworth. You're based down in Devon, aren't you, David?
Yes, North Devon. It's a little village called Hartland, very near the Cornish border.
Okay, lovely. And you do woodwork. You teach woodworking.
Yes, I've taught woodworking now for 32 years.
32 years, wow. And what is it you enjoy about that?
Well, I think one of the most enjoyable parts is when people do well. If you see people producing good work and getting pleasure from it, then I know I've done my job.
And so what sort of courses do you actually offer down in Hartland?
Well, I used to run 9-month courses in the past, but at present I run 2 3-month courses, September to Christmas, and then 3 months in the new year. And then during the summer I have 1-week courses. The 3 favourites are tool tuning and sharpening and how to use a plane, which is absolutely fundamental. I have a dovetailing week where we look at 3 kinds of dovetails, through, single lap and secret mitre.
Oh right, okay.
I have a 3rd week where we teach drawer making and fitting, and the aim is to produce that extraordinary kind of fit which the arts and crafts makers loved, where you pull the drawer out for 2/3 of its travel and it tightens up, so that you don't drop it on the floor with its contents.
Brilliant, excellent. And you also have a range of books and DVDs, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And can you tell us your website address?
Yes, my website is www.davidcharlesworth.co.uk.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for talking to us, David.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers. With Phil Edwards from Philly Planes. You're based in Dorset?
Yeah, Poole in Dorset.
So how did you make some wooden hand planes, a range of wooden hand planes? How did you get into that?
As a hobby woodworker, all the projects I used to make, I used to photograph them and write articles up and send them off to the magazines and they'd publish them in Good Woodworking. And one month the editor asked me if I'd be interested in making a jack plane and writing it up as an article. So I did that, and the article was well received. And the editor said, would you be interested in doing another article? So I then did a series of articles, 9 articles, and every month I made a different type of hand plane. Yeah. And then after that, people would email me saying, oh, I love the article, but I don't think I could make one. Would you make one for me? And people just kept emailing me, contacting me, so I reached a point where I said, yes, it'll cost this much. And people were happy to pay, so...
Is it going well for you?
Yeah,
and something you enjoy?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I've been well, it's 3 years since I started selling them. I've been full-time for 1.5 years now, and it's just great. It's a dream come true.
What's the typical sort of types of wood that you use?
Traditional English beech is the sort of standard sort of wooden plain timber. But at the same time, things like rosewood and African blackwood, the sort of exotics of dark timbers, that seems to catch people's eye a lot. But the nice thing with my planes is because I make them to order, I can make it in any timber you want. I can include, different pitches and customised things. I've just made a smoother for Richard Maguire, the bench maker, and he wanted the iron with a round top instead of a squared off shoulders. And because I'm making them one at a time, it's not a problem for me to incorporate that into your design. So
where do you actually source the blades?
I make the blades myself.
Oh right.
Yeah, everything's made in-house from scratch. So.
Fantastic, brilliant. Do you make anything else other than planes?
Guitars. I'm also working on a Sam Maloof style rocking chair at the moment as well. So yes, in between sleeping and making planes, any other minutes I can grab in the workshop to.
Brilliant. Cheers, Phil. And if people want to get hold of you, what's your website address?
It's www.phillyplanes.co.uk.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Phil.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hi guys, I'm here with Nick Gibbs from British Woodworking Magazine and Living Woods. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you very much. Yeah.
How are you finding the show?
It's been lovely. Yesterday was lovely. A bit windy and wet today, but yesterday was fantastic and had a really good day yesterday. Thanks.
Have you been busy with the magazines lately?
I have, yeah. I did a fantastic forestry show last weekend. We sold bundles and bundles of magazines.
Excellent. Is that for Living Woods?
Yeah.
Okay, what have we got on the table here, Nick?
These are some block planes that were made by some kids, GCSE kids in DT. We did a project about a year ago to try and encourage school kids to make block planes, tools in schools, because we wanted to encourage self-reliance, a sense of freedom from the system of capitalism, and the idea that they can be in charge of their own destiny. So the idea started because I was talking to Andrew Moran from Templates by Numbers.
Yes.
And he was suggesting that we give a block plane to every school kid, so they have something to take away at the end of their time at college.
Yes.
And I said, wouldn't it be better if we got every school kid to make a wooden plane that they can take away at the end of their time at school? And so we did a plan, and Philly helped with a plan of a block plane. And we supplied, with Axminster, we supplied the blades and some fittings. And last year we did 1 school. And this year we've done 12 schools.
Oh, brilliant.
And these are representatives of some of those schools. Only about 5 or 6 of the schools have done it so far, but we're hoping that more and more will. And we're learning lots and lots of lessons, and the kids love doing it, absolutely adore it, love the project.
Fantastic. If people want to get hold of you, what's your website address?
BritishWoodworking.com,
.com, okay.
obviously, and living-woods.com are our 2 websites, Tom. Or just drop me an email or ring us up or whatever.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Nick.
Not at all,
Good
pleasure.
to talk to you. Cheers.